All right, we apologize for that technical delay. We actually had another power surge, our second of the day. This time I was not electrocuted, so that was cool. Lucas Capusta now a 3-1 lead on Pope, 5 seconds away from climbing to the top of the podium. Last year he found the second highest spot, and there it goes. Lucas Capusta, your 2022 county champ at 145 pounds. That's back-to-back Spartans. Will be returned. No, we're going to keep it here. Nope, we're going to stay right here, and Lucas is going to come over, and our man Marky K. And he is a crowd favorite, one of the nicest young men you'll ever speak to. He's very quiet. Lucas Capusta is going to head over, and Marky's going to grab him for a quick word.
From Bell Vernon High School, Giovanni Waitman.
All right, we're ready to roll. Lucas Capusta, 145-pound champ. How's it feel?
Feels amazing, especially the past 2 years. I lost. Took second, so it feels good to get on top.
What are your goals moving forward the rest of this season?
I want to win my third section title, first Whitfield title, the state title.
What do you got to do to achieve those goals? Keep working hard in the room, anything else?
Just do an extra. Like on our sprints, instead of going to the tape line, go a little past it, and that'll help in the end.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Good job to Lucas Capusta. Congratulations to those Hempfield Spartans. Big hug there from Jeff Shaw. And, you know, you talk to Coach Shaw, and he'll tell you he's one of the hardest working, nicest kids in the room. So here we go with 152 pounds, Charlie Message and Logan Bechtold. Hempfield not going far, staying in the quarter, and Kiski Area Cavalier in. Bechtold, go ahead, G.
You know, Charlie Message was hurt for majority of the season last year, so, you know, really didn't see a lot of action, not able to. Actually, I don't know if he even competed here last year, but Logan Bechtold out of Kiski placed 5th here last year. So, you know, this is going to be a competitive match here. You know, I'm sure that, you know, Message is wanting to make a name for himself and win that first county title.
I'll tell you what's really boding well is he's got 2 county champs below him to work out with every day in the room, and he's taken full advantage of that. Charlie came in as the 5th seed. He is a senior. Bechtold came in as the 2 seed, and Message just more or less had his way with Elijah Brown, the top-seeded freshman out of Bell Vernon. It was a close match, but Message just grinded him out, even got a turn there late for 3 near fall, and he's just wrestling at a different level right now. And you saw that 2-point takedown. He does not waste time. He hit the setup right into a blow double, scored right here in front of our broadcast booth. Bechtold able to get on the board with a 1-point escape, just about 1 minute remaining here in the first period. But Message, and there's that double again. I mean, he just drives right through you, G.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. Quick, in and right to the finish.
Yeah, he's thinking finish on the way in, G.
I want to add, too, I mean, thinking of how long, I mean, this is the 70th year that they've been holding this event. There's been athletes that have gone on to win state titles but never won a county title.
That's how tough it is. We talked about that earlier. Now 4-2 after that 1-point escape for Bechtold. Half a minute remaining in the first period. There's a shot by Bechtold. Double unders trying to jack Message up, and watch our RoboCam. Guarantee you don't have enough money in your wallet right now to replace that one. Yeah, we know I didn't when I broke it. That wasn't me. I told you it wasn't me. We had a plan for that. Now Message there, shot a little bit far away, came in elbows wide. Bechtold could have pancaked him. You saw him thinking about the lat drop, but Message stopped that drive. 4-2, 5 seconds to go. Now after 2 champs, Hempfield jumps up to 187.5, still in third, 1.5 points behind Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional has 3 in these championship finals. Hempfield with 2 left, including Charlie Message. Message is going to go down to start the second. It's important for him to get a quick escape, get back to work on his feet, keep the pace. Comes right up to his feet, nice lift, mat return, and just like a cat, right back up to his feet, another lift, mat return. And that time he went flat. He did a nice job the first time, coming down on his base and exploding up, G.
I was going to say he didn't bring those knees up to his chest on that second mat return.
Bechtold's got that tight waist buried from the right side, toes dug in, good forward pressure. Message keeping his head up off of the mat. Just as I say it, there goes the head. Now Bechtold's helping him keep that head down. Nice knee slide, got his base up underneath him. He's going to try to cut away. He's got to get one of those hips out. He's keeping his hips square, and he's got to punch one out. Bechtold with a nice lift, mat return. Al Stahl, your head official for our 152-pound final. Joined by Steve Davido, side judge, left side cover. Going right to the switch. I like the change on first move. Kind of went to that switch, turned it into a cut. And he strikes with a 1-point escape to take a 5-2 lead on Logan Bechtold. 1-12 counting in the second period. There he is on that double leg drive. This time it looked like Bechtold caught it. Needs to get that elbow down. Bechtold's got chin and arm. Now he's going to drop down, fakes that high crotch. Right back to that underhook with head position on the right side. Let's see if he takes advantage of it. There, Vince DeAugustine say wrestle through. Don't stop here. There comes Bechtold, drops in on that double, but the Whizzer saves the day. Nice high double there by Bechtold. Just ran out of mat room, but that Whizzer.
Yeah, the Whizzer definitely saved the day. And Message was able to hurry up and square those hips and get him down flat to the mat and not give up that takedown.
He's wrestling through everything. And I'll tell you what, when you can wrestle through everything, you're wrestling at another level. And I give a lot of credit to him working out and taking advantage of the workout partners he has, the coaching staff, their knowledge.
I do think, Message is going to have to go to something else. Bechtold, he knows that double's coming, so he's going to have to mix it up a little bit offensively.
Bechtold, front head and arm. He's going to look for the throw by here on Message, and then hit good athletic balance right there in recovery by Charlie Message. You saw Bechtold kind of bull rush him, and Bechtold was able to get his balance underneath him. 20 seconds remain here in the second period. It'll be Bechtold's choice come third period, 15. And I agree, G. He's going to have to go to something with the double. Set it up. No, he doesn't. He's going to in there again. Man, he just buries that head in the chest.
Maybe he doesn't have to go to something different.
He said, hey, G, Smitty, shh.
Well, I'll say that double was a little bit more set up.
He stutter stepped
Yeah.
it. Yep, absolutely. Good setup, good penetration, and an even nicer finish. Like we said earlier, he's thinking finish, and that's what a lot of young wrestlers don't do. When they get in there, they kind of stop on that leg. You need to be thinking finish right away. Left side cover for Charlie Message. 2 minutes away from back to back. Spartans climbing to the top of the podium. Nice lift. Mat return. He's got that tight waist buried on the right side. He's off of his knees. He's driving forward. Bechtold not trying really to build that base up. On that left one-on-one, nice job by Bechtold to roll it out. Now he's pushing up. Let's see if he comes to a knee slide. He's down 7-2 is Bechtold. 90 seconds, counting down. Nice mat return right there, right to that tight waist. And like I said earlier in my semifinal match, when you get that tight waist, you're controlling the bottom man's hips, and that's a key to being successful on top. Now Message is going to give him the cut. Makes the score 7-3, minute 15. Shout out to our man Lorenzo Cota, high up above here in the Lion's Den on camera number 1. And of course, our producer and president doing a great job on production. Absolutely zero panic during that power surge. He was clicking through that computer so fast, I almost had a seizure. Thank God you were here. 50 seconds, so big thanks to Cota and Flick. And look at those hips. Bechtold got in deep on that double leg. And, G, I'll let you say it. Message brought what to the party?
He brought those hips to the party. He almost was able to kind of hip him through. I thought he was going to go for an inside foot trip there, but didn't go for it.
I think the attempt was there, but Bechtold was able to step out of it under a half minute. Charlie Message keeps this up. He'll be joining our Marky K. Thanks to Marky Kasanowitz for his post-match interviews. He was on mat number 3 the last 2 days. G, of course, had mat number 2, so thanks to my man G and Marky as well. 10 seconds away. Bechtold trying to hang on to that left leg. Let's see if Charlie Message can high leg it over really hard. So he wants to swing that leg. Bechtold getting back to base, and Charlie Message, your 152-pound county champ. 3 Spartans in a row. That's going to make the jump for the Spartans into second place. We'll be right back with a $160 and a word with Charlie Message after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, drawing your attention to the awards area.
Charlie Message, 3 for 3 for Hempfield so far. That freight train double, man, you've been working on that?
Yeah, for a while. I go to clubs and we just drill and drill. I go in the room. As you can tell, guys are on my weight. We're just always grinding.
You talk about those guys around your weight, having Kapusa and Carr to practice with. How beneficial was that for you?
It was huge. Whenever I was injured last year, I didn't get opportunities like this year. And this is my last shot to do something.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Charlie Message. Thanks, Marky K, for an awesome interview. Without further ado, we bump up to 160. Gavin Beck out of Franklin Regional will take on Wyatt Schmucker. Give us the story.
Yeah, Gavin Beck placed third last year, currently ranked 15th in the state in AAA. Wyatt Schmucker did not place here last year. Gavin Beck also going to wrestle at UPJ, but I will add that Schmucker has been wrestling out of his mind this tournament. Beat the 3 seed last night in the quarterfinals. You know, obviously had a win in the semifinals here to get here, but just wrestling very smart, tough, gritty wrestler.
Yeah, he took out Hewitt by a major decision, 20-11, which turned into a wild match down there on mat number 3. And then you also had a semifinal win with a mat slapper in 58 seconds over second seed Tristan Ice. Fortunately ran into a buzzsaw here early on in the first period. Gavin Beck getting on that low double, able to strike first. He's got the tight waist on the right side. Barry's keeping that knee up the hind end. So we approach 1 minute remaining in the first period. Gavin Beck got here by way of fall, and fall. So he's a pinning machine. Now this is where Franklin Regional is going to need to rebound. Recap on the score, Greater Latrobe 201, Hempfield 191.5. It's close. Franklin Regional 189, so a win here from Franklin Regional catapult them back into second. PT 169, Borough 166. Man, I'm so excited about this team race to see how this finishes out. You know, last year it was a blowout by Latrobe. It was one after, you know, probably before the semifinals even began. This year, a much different story. And like we talked about, these wrestlers know what's on the line. Beck continuing to work on top of Schmucker, trying to dig out this bar on the left side. 20 seconds and counting down. Mr. Davido, your head official, joined by Joey McCara, side judge. He's got this left leg laced. He's trying to roll out that bar. Let's see if he tilts it up. Schmucker, not much activity down there from the bottom position.
I mean, Beck's putting on a hard ride here. You know, a lot of forward pressure. Has been digging that bar out the whole period. Obviously, no stall calls being awarded to any wrestler.
Not yet. Matt Levy said after the whistle blew, let's turn it up, let's change it up, let's pick up the intensity. He's got a 2-0 lead. He's going to take the bottom position.
And just speaking of the grittiness of Schmucker, hopefully we could get a zoom in of his face. He's sporting a nice shiner. Not sure when he picked that up, but you know, he's out there battling every match.
They've got a nice room over there at Latrobe. He's got workout partners. He's got a coaching staff. And when you have that kind of environment, it's kind of hard to not be successful. Schmucker going to give him the 1-point escape, back up 3-0. 25 seconds gone in the second period. He does have a nice shiner. He's rocking a bit of a scruffy beard. You know, G and I rock beards, so we're into that. See if Beck turns it up, comes back to that low double. He needs to get his feet moving, create some angles, get Schmucker moving, get him out of position. And there it is right there. He's going to fire in on that head inside single, dumps it off the right side. He's going to chase that hip, and he got it. 5-0 to that nice takedown. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't waste time. He didn't give Schmucker time to tie him up and slow him down, G.
Yeah, you know, you heard Coach Levy say at the beginning of the second period, hey, let's turn it up here. So, you know, he's definitely looking for his wrestler to start. Let's score in bunches here.
They've got to be thinking bonus as far as the team race, so I think they're going to start giving Beck the instructions to cut Schmucker. 45 to go, second period, 5-0 the lead for Beck. It's been all Hempfield so far, 3 up, 3 champs. Here in bout number 4, we got the evening started at 1:39. We will end at 1:33. Be our feature match. Coop Hornack, Ethan Lieben, better known as Root Beer. It's going to be stalling red. Davido not happy with the action. There's Beck getting some near fall counts. Nice little scramble created there by Schmucker. He is going to get 2 near fall, Will Beck. Schmucker able to kick free, create a scramble situation where Beck just let him go. And I would have to say that Beck's all right with that because he scored most of his points so far on his feet. Has Schmucker in the front head and arm. Now he's going to change off to a chin and arm. Short time here in the second period, and we'll go to the third. 7-1. Gavin Beck out of Franklin Regional. He's a senior, looking for county gold. Again, he was third a year ago, ranked 15th in the state, as G said, headed on to be a Mountain Cat. Storied Division II program up there. Marky, you all right? You're doing a great job out there. You got gum? Give me a piece of gum. Nah, you know, I don't know if I should chew it on the air.
Once again, all 152-pound place finishers, please report to the
20 gone here in the third. Beck's probably thinking a couple takedowns here, get the major.
I was just going to say that, you know, Coach Levy was telling his wrestler, hey, you know, we got to get this takedown here to get the bonus points.
Actually going to need 2 more takedowns. No, I'm lying to you. You're right, G. Good golly, my math is awful.
That's okay. You had a long week. I
had a long week, buddy. As did
week.
you. I mean, I didn't do much different than you. We were all calling wrestling. Again, we want to thank all of you for hanging out with us all weekend long. We absolutely love doing this. It's a lot of work, but I'll tell you what, it's not that much work as Beck drops in on that high crotch, runs out of mat space. No points. 7-1, minute 7. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the Westmoreland County Coaches Association for having us, all the coaches and wrestlers. It's been a great weekend of wrestling, and this kind of is that catapult into the second half of the season when things really start to heat up, your section dual matches.
And some of it, you know, the second half for some teams, you know, the way their schedule's set up, it becomes a buzzsaw and a grind. But for others, you know, they get a little bit of layoff before they start getting into that postseason stuff.
Beck took a shot there a little bit far away, missing the setup. 35 to go. He's got that 7-1 lead, and he's looking for that head inside single. He's going to have to put 2 moves together, G. Shot, reshot, because Schmucker's ready for that one, catching him in over-unders. 25 to go. 2 break free, stay center, and that shiner does look good on that right eye.
I told you. I wasn't making it up. I mean, Schmucker's going to have to get going, though. I mean, he is down 7-1.
There's Beck. He's going to come up with a bear hug, looking for the trip. He's going to drive Schmucker off. No score. 9 seconds to go. Short time. Let's see if Beck can pick one up. That'll do it here at 160. Congrats to Gavin Beck, the senior out of Franklin Regional. Your $160 champ. Don't go anywhere. We'll return with 172 pounds next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
What keeps me coming back to Comrades is I know I'm going to get a good haircut every time I go there. And I know the people are going to be cool there, the vibe's going to be cool, and it's just going to be an overall good experience.
Consistency in haircuts, great atmosphere, everybody's friendly. It's like cheers, everybody knows your name, and it's always a good time.
I always walk in and I'm like, I wonder what the vibe's going to be today. And I'm never disappointed.
Gavin Beck, 7-1, dominant win there in the finals. How big is that for your momentum heading into the latter part of this season?
It's very big. I mean, I have big dreams for my senior year. I came into this tournament thinking I would dominate through, and that's exactly what I did.
You mentioned big dreams. What are those big dreams?
I want to place in the state this year. I mean, it's been my dream since I became a freshman. It's still my dream now.
Good. Best of luck the rest of the year, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Good job to Gavin Beck. Thanks to Marky K for a great interview there. Let's move up to a $172. It is your 4th seed, Isaac Lisinski. Oh, my bad, brother. Sorry, pound you up there. He'll take on Tasso Whipple, your 3 seed out of Penn Trafford. Give us the story.
Yeah, Isaac Lisinski, took 6 here last year out of Burrell, currently ranked 18th. That's double A. Tasso Whipple out of Penn Trafford, didn't place here, but I mean, obviously his stock is going up, making the finals here for the first time.
Isaac Lisinski avenged a 7-4 loss back on December 14th to Mark Gray out of Kiski, and it was more of a dominant win, 6-2. That's how Lisinski found his way here. He got himself a 2-point takedown. Whipple got the 1-point escape. Tasso Whipple got here by way of injury default at 2 minutes. Nate Campbell, the 2nd seed out of Norwin, injured his ankle, so Whipple got himself into these championship finals. fighting off another leg attack and a repenetration there by Isaac. See if he can score here defensively. He's got that left arm buried in the underhook, and Isaac Lisinski had good grip above the elbow. Kind of hard to score there.
Yeah.
You always hear me talk about alligator arms. You want to stay up on top, give yourself the freedom to move around.
Another triple-A, double-A matchup here in these finals.
Beautiful, beautiful fireman's carry kind of going into a barrel roll for Isaac Lisinski. 4-1, and he's got that bar up on top. He's going out there hunting down the chin, trying to crunch it together. He's looking to thread that needle. Good display of strength here by Tasso Whipple. Let's see if he can fight this one off. He's trying to crunch it. Able to slide his head out. Heavy chop on the left side for Lisinski, who lost his footing. He's sitting down on his hip. Opportunity here for Tasso Whipple. See if he can take advantage, and he indeed does. Gets the 2-point reversal, and just like that, the Warriors back into it, down 1 point, 4-3. T-Mac in the corner, that's Travis McKillop. Time will expire in the first period. So what looked like he was maybe going to get a little carried away turned out to be very interesting. Here's the 2-point reversal. And that was after he fought off that threaded needle, and I mean, Lisinski was out there trying to crunch it. Whipple going to go down here in a second. Joey McCary, your head official. Ralph Applequist, side judge, left side cover. Not a very good breakdown, but good motion right out of the gate for Whipple. Locks this one up and forward, that 1-point escape. Looking for offensive leg attack. His headgear dropped down to his eyes, so Joey McCary says we're going to take a quick break, fix the headgear.
Yeah, a lot of action here in this match. Like to see Whipple start getting to his offense.
Trying to pass that elbow on Lisinski. He's got to move his feet as he's passing. Move those feet, circle towards it. Shot there by Lisinski from a different zip code. Nice sprawl response by Whipple. Let's see if he can score here defensively. Needs the block back hook down on that left arm of Lisinski. Start to score, move his feet, and get Lisinski moving. McCara's going to blow it dead with a stalemate, minute 19 to go here in the second period. Looking for a drag was Whipple. Lisinski looking for that fireman's carry again. This time Whipple saw it coming, able to fend it off. 2 go out of bounds, 59 seconds. Shot there by Whipple. He's missing the setup, just kind of firing shots. You've got to set up at this level. Staying heavy on the head. He was waiting for Lisinski to pop up, and he was going to try to level change down and fire a shot. He's firing another shot. This time he gets in on that single. Maybe a little bit of misdirect by Whipple. He's going to step all the way over. Going to bring it up. Then we're locked at 4 and lift. Mat return, and Whipple just like that. The Warrior takes the lead. 6-4, half minute to go in the second period. Be a big win for him to finish on top here, G.
Be a huge win here to finish on top.
Looking for that banana split. Blown dead with the potentially dangerous. Got the Warrior crowd into this one. 24 ticks. Lisinski down. Whipple to cover. Shout out to our crew. Ken Reeby and Barry Rieger here repping WesternPASports.com. If you are looking for pictures from tonight's action, these guys are awesome. Go to their website, WesternPASports.com. There are a ton of pictures up there. Nice job by Lisinski to get the 1-point escape. That had to be his objective there. Obviously, Whipple's was to finish on top. Now 6-5 the lead for Whipple. Lisinski drove him off. Whipple was trying to circle his tail back in. Short time, and we will go to the third. It'll be Red's decision. Isaac Lisinski's going to go down. Needs that 1-point escape to tie it up.
The start of the match, you would have thought that Lisinski was going to kind of run away with it or at least really control it, but it's really turning into a tight match.
For sure. Good shot of assistant coach Jim Shields. Josh's father could not be here this weekend due to work, and Steve Ansani. See Ansani pulling double duty, carries that camera. He's also the team photographer. but he's been in the wrestling game for an extremely long time. Former head coach over at Valley. Again, we're locked at 6. Lisinski's going to shoot Whipple off, minute 36.
I'm pretty sure he carried the camera too when he was the coach over at Valley.
He always has that camera. To engage in the middle. Isaac trying to pull down on the head, looking for an elbow pass into that shot. He's in on a single leg. He's going to dump it off the right side. Instantly saw Lisinski go to that far leg. He's going to hook. See if he can pop his head out. He's going to make the turn and the cover. 2-point takedown for Tasso Whipple, the Warrior, a minute 12 away. He's up 8-6. Staying tight with that claw underneath the left side. Going to a Granby roll. Whipple rolls right with him. Trying to square up and break free. There's the 1-point escape, says Joey McCara, 8-7. Awesome match here, 1 minute to go. Whipple can't shut down. Stay offensive here, G.
Yeah, he's got to stay offensive. You know, he's kind of cracked the code there and started getting to his shots.
Isaac Lisinski takes a shot. Whipple was inside out on the ankle, trying to bump the hip over. Isaac hanging on to that left leg. Now Whipple trying to reach underneath, trying to grab an ankle and go hip bump. Knock. There's that hip bump right there. Now he's got to go. 8-7. If he can get the 2-point takedown, builds that lead. Going to be blown dead with a stalemate. 31 ticks. Good action here, bud.
Really good action.
Good action. 172 pounds.
See what type of response Lisinski has here. 25 seconds to go. Needs a takedown.
Whipplewood Jr. came in as your 3rd seed. There's a shot by Lisinski. He's in on the head inside single. Now it's his turn to peek out the back door. Whipple doing a good job. He's got that right arm trapped up, staying tight on that gut wrench. Whipple trying to scoot. 5 seconds. Whipple staying tight. And the Penn Trafford Warriors at junior Tasso Whipple, your Buck 72 County champion. Go Warriors. What a great match, G.
Great match, you know. And Tasso, like I said, it kind of looked like Lisinski was going to control the match out of the beginning. Came out, got those quick takedowns. But Tasso didn't panic, got right back into it.
There's that Warrior crowd. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with a Buck 89 and a word with Whipple in a second.
At Marino's American Eatery, we have one focus: you. Just like home, our dining room brings the whole family to the table with a truly unique menu prepared fresh, in-house. At Marino's, we know beer. With 16 beers constantly rotating on our taps, we take pride in supporting only local, independently owned craft breweries. Come experience Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg, Westmoreland County's local craft beer destination.
Champion here at 172 pounds. You got in a little hole early down 4-1. What was going through your head at that point?
Just keep working. Just try to outwork every opponent that you go against, and that's what I did.
Is that a mindset that Coach McKillop is trying to instill in you guys in the room every day?
He concretes it in our head. He works with us with about that every single day.
No better way, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations to Tasso Whipple, your 172 county champ. Again, it looked like he was going to get carried away there for Lisinski, and Whipple, you know, he just talked about the mental toughness.
Panic. Stayed right in it.
It's one of those bouts I'm looking really forward to. This one features Juliano Marion and Cooper Roskowski, a number 1-2 matchup. Go ahead.
Yeah, Marion is the returning champ, ranked 4th in the state at 189. Cooper Roskowski ranked 23rd in the state, just a freshman, so obviously didn't have any county action. This is his first year, and he's in the finals.
Tell you what, and he doesn't wrestle like a freshman at all. He's a physical specimen. You know, this is not a knock on Braden, but when Braden was a freshman, I'd have to say Cooper's a bit ahead. He's run into a little bit of a buzzsaw, somebody with some PIAA experience, Juliano Marion, as he scores right there to take a 2-0 lead. Looked like a front head and arm throw by.
Yeah, Marion was 6th last year at the PIAA States.
AAA, just a junior, so we get the luxury of seeing him again next year. And of course, Coop, we get 3 more years with him. Saw Braden actually out there drilling with Cooper. Braden starting down at W&J, saw him in the house, and their mother stopped over this morning and gave us some really sincere praise. Actually brought tears to my eyes. I gave her a hug. Looks like we've got a tweet here. Great coverage as always, guys. Nobody does it better for high school sports. That's Dom's Pizzeria. Dom, thank you so much, and thank you for all of your kind words and your support of our broadcast, especially when you send us pizza. It is good.
I do want to give a quick shout out to an old teammate from Bloomsburg, assistant coach from Derry, Coach B.J. McKeska. Was kind of got a chance to catch up with him here. He said he was heading home and going to check out the broadcast once he got home, so I told him I'd give him a shout out.
Thanks for hanging out with us all weekend, cracking jokes, BJ. It was definitely a good time. Juliano Marion looking for some near fall points. Coop being stingy, trying to fight it down. He peels that 2-on-1 off. 15 seconds to go here in the first period. So Ralph Applequist, your head judge. Tim Lloyd, your side judge. Marion kind of had his coming out party last year at these county championships over at Kiski, and I feel like that's what really catapulted him to that 6th place finish at the PIAA tournament.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I think what happened in the counties for Marion last year was it gave him that belief, right? You know, he talked about the coaching staff with Coach Levy and that staff over at Franklin kind of preaching that into him, but it kind of finally came to fruition on the mat in the counties last year.
You start to bear fruit from what you're learning in the room, and you realize you trust the process, that it works. Marion in a bucked up position, tripod. Coop driving forward, trying to go to that Michigan. He's trying to step over, and Roskowski's going to give him the 1-point escape, 3-0. Shouldn't say give it to him, he made him earn it. We approach 90 seconds here. Dropping in on that high crotch was Roskowski. Nice defensive sprawl. Getting those legs back by Marion. Looking to bounce out of that front head.
Taking a look back to see how these wrestlers found their way to the finals. Marion fall to the finals. Roskowski was a fall, and a tech fall in the semifinals.
Yep. These guys know how to score points and find mat slappers. And, again, we're blessed because they're underclassmen, so we get to see these guys for years to come. 1 minute, we're halfway through. Oh, nice fake shot right there to a snap down front head and arm. Now he needs to use it. He hung out there in front. Oh, and he tried to gator roll him, and I don't know that I would have done that, down 3-0. But experience, he's going to learn from it. He will grow from it. I just don't think I would have pulled that trigger right yet.
I mean, and the thing with moves like that, too, it's that return on investment. You know, if you hit it, then
yeah,
it's
here
awesome,
we are praising him. Yeah.
Right? But then if you don't get it, it's like, well, I don't know if you should have tried that.
And we've been on both sides of it as a wrestler and a coach, and it's so funny because someday whenever Coop's a coach and, you know, he's going to experience what his coaches were going through when he was out there wrestling. Julian's looking for some tilt points, unable to get them, but he did get the escape, followed it up with that 2-point takedown. The miscue on that gator roll by Coop Roskowski. Short time to go here in the second. Cavaliers looking for a county champ here at 189. Be his second title. Marion defeated Owen Ott last year, I believe it was. Get to see Owen Ott next. Him and Corey Borio get tangled up, 215 pounds.
I know that they wrestled at Powerade in the consolation bracket. I think it was maybe a 3-1 or 3. It was a close bout, very highly contested.
Neutral here in the third period.
Offering world-class care to athletes of all ages and skill levels, UPMC Sports Medicine is proud to be the official sports medicine provider of the Westmoreland County Coaches Association Wrestling Tournament. To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORT.
Under 90 to go, still 5-0. Not much to talk about, just basically locked ear to ear in those collar ties. And I talked about that earlier. Not a ton of offensive opportunity when you're locked in there so tight ear to ear. Now, if you get your forehead into the ear, you kind of create that space and you give yourselves angles and opportunity to get to those leg attacks. Both guys take a peek at the clock.
Because you're able to create a different angle.
For sure. And this is a good chance for Coop to score right here. Julian took a shot maybe a little bit far away, was in on the leg. Great sprawl response from Coop, but he just hung out there in front instead of block back hooking and spin drilling. .45 to go. Franklin Regional looking for a county champ. They're second. All right, my man Eric Knoll checking in. Awesome coverage. Great coverage, boys. Love watching the finals with you. Well, we love when you hang out with us. Hope all's going well with you, Knoll. He's got the big screen up. I love it. 20 seconds to go. The Franklin Regional Panthers looking for their second county champ. There's a shot there from another zip code, but the long reach, and I'll tell you what, he penetrated and drove right through, did Marion. Trying to peek out the back door. Short time here. I think Coop's just going to try to hang on to it. 8 points behind is Franklin Regional, trailing Latrobe. This will tighten that gap. Short time, and Julianne Marion makes it 2 for 2 for the Franklin Regional Panthers. Congratulations to your 189-pound champ. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a word with him next. And your 215-pounders right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
At Marino's American Eatery, we have one focus: you. Just like home, our dining room brings the whole family to the table with a truly unique menu prepared fresh, in-house. At Marino's, we know beer. With 16 beers constantly rotating on our taps, we take pride in supporting only local, independently owned craft breweries. Come experience Marino's American Eatery in Greensburg, Westmoreland County's local craft beer destination.
Donna Marion, 189-pound champ here. How's it feel?
Feels pretty good. Second one, back-to-back winner. Loving it. I had a good tournament, I feel like, but some things I got to improve on still. So,
what are your goals the rest of the season?
well, last year I finished sixth in AAA, so obviously goal number one's place higher than that. Maybe do better in the Whippeal tournament, but yeah.
Awesome. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Julian Marion, I think he wanted to dominate the match and dominate the microphone, like his control, wanted to take the mic. All right, let's get after it here at 215 pounds. It is your top seed in Corey Borio taking on Owen Ott. Owen Ott came in as your number 3 seed. Give me a story on him, G.
Yeah, Borio was second here. Ran into Dayton Pitzer out of Mount Pleasant. We all know Dayton's accolades. Pitzer's currently ranked 4th in the state. Owen Ott out of Penn Trafford, I don't believe placed here in the county tournament last year, although I thought he did. I mean,
he was a runner-up.
Was
yes.
Ott a runner-up?
Yeah, he lost to Marion.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm getting my opportunity to correct you, and this doesn't happen often, but you miscued there and said Pitzer was ranked 4th in the state. That Pitzer's ranked 5th in the country.
I meant Borio.
I know. I just don't get to correct you often. Oh, man, the tweets are coming in. Pete DeVito, Bella DeVito's dad. You guys are doing a great job as always. We love listening to you. Thanks for an awesome coverage at WCCA. Mr. DeVito, thank you so much. It's such an honor. Oh, give you back your phone flick. We love calling Bella's match. Can't wait to see her get out there with some other young ladies. Mix it up. Of course, Bella DeVito, a member of that Kiski area Cavalier team and an avid archery hunter. This kid can do no wrong in my eyes. Ott and Borio scoreless. Half-minute remain in the opening period. As I said earlier, both of these guys have a poor taste of silver medal in their mouth from a year ago, so they're definitely going to be turning it up, fighting for gold. This one's going to have impacts on the team race as well. I'll give you an update here. It's cycling through. 20 to go. Greater Latrobe still in the top spot, 201. Franklin Regional 4 points behind with 197. Hempfield in third with 191.5. Penn Trafford in fourth with 173, and Borough on their tail with 166. Got the evening started at 1:39. We will end at 1:33 with our feature bout. That's Coop Hornak and Root Beer Aleben. First period will end scoreless. Ott got here with an impressive win over Eli Benakonski. Blanked them 6-0. You know, many, including myself, we were kind of looking forward to that rematch from this past Wednesday of Benakonski and Borio.
Going back to the duel where Benakonski pinned Ott in the third period, I believe.
Borio fall, 11-4 decision. Ott fall, major, in a 6-0 blanking decision. Here comes Ott up to his feet, trying to cut away. Nice ankle pick by Borio. Good mat return. little unorthodox, but he reached down and took advantage of what was in front of him, and sometimes that's what you have to do, G. Don't make it harder than what it is.
And this is sort of how the match at Powerade played out. I don't believe there was a score in the first period, although it was in the consolation bracket, so there was only a minute in the first. At Powerade, Borio's choice, and he went down in the second. Ott rode him out the whole second period, and then in the third, Ott was started in the bottom position, got one, was unable to get the takedown.
I don't know, are you sniffing out maybe an overtime here in these county finals? There's Borio in on that leg attack. And you see what he did? He turned his butt in before he fired the shot. And he said that was something that he wanted to work on. He was shooting in the direction of out of bounds against Benakonski on Wednesday, and they kept going out. Ott, good balance, pull through finish for Borio. He takes the lead 2-1 on Ott. Nice job by Borio, turning his tail, firing that shot towards the center of the mat, and a great pull-through finish.
Yeah, they definitely must have worked on that at practice after the duel on Thursday, because that was an area that he struggled in that duel against Benakonski.
And he said, and Snyder even said, Coach Snyder, who works with him pretty religiously at practice, said that's a thing we're going to work on. We're going to turn his tail to the out of bounds. Now Ott locks it up at 2.
And just like that, the match is tied. It goes back. Hey, young viewers out there, don't panic. You give up a takedown, hey, just get back to work, get up, get your escape, and now the match is tied.
It's a lot easier for us to say.
Well, yeah.
For sure, but it's perfect advice, G, and to all your young wrestlers out there tuned in, don't panic. We saw earlier, Lisinski got himself out to a 4-1 lead and didn't pan out, work out for him too well. Here's another good look at that pull-through finish. See him move his feet.
And
he's going to drive up right here. Here's the pull-through finish, moving those feet. And
that's his finish.
Level.
I mean, he goes with that pull-through on many of his shots to finish.
And the key to that is not so much a bow as much as it is squat your knees, drop that pressure down. You want to have that shoulder on top of that thigh and that knee with that downward pressure against the joint.
Now the thing is, Ott's no slouch on top. So you got to wonder, hey, is he going to committing to this ride, maybe get a turn?
He's going to try. I know he's dropping. He's got his hands locked. That's a big no-no. That's going to be a technical violation. 1 point, and Mr. Lloyd will stop it. He may give Borio a little bit of time to finish the escape, but no, that one goes dead, and that's big. I didn't see the locked hands.
I did not see it either, but, here, now you're faced with a decision. Well, right there it wasn't. I mean, right there it was just like this. I mean, it wasn't locked. I mean, it was here.
I don't even know if you're really allowed to touch hands, though, G. We'll have to ask Mr. Lloyd about that. He's very open. He's the rules interpreter for this chapter.
I'm pretty sure you're allowed this.
Are you? Well, we'll find out. Maybe a little trivia question for you and I. So it's 4-2 after Ott gave Borio the one cut. And Ott was in pretty good position there. There was no need to lock hands. He kind of came out to the side. Borio hit the switch. Ott dropped that shoulder and was trying to bulldoze Borio over to that hip, and he had done so. So if he locked hands, I don't know why he would have done that, but we all make mistakes. Ott needs to turn up the heat. 50 seconds here. He's down a takedown.
Yeah, scores 4-2 here with just 43 seconds to go. And I think in this situation, he's got to be thinking, hey, what's my go-to?
Somebody wants to say hi, George. Look, where'd it go? Christine Waskey-Trout saying, hey, George. George says hello. Replug his mic in. 23 seconds, still 4-2 Borio. Again, 2 runner-ups a year ago. Now Ott's starting to turn up the offensive leg attack action. Borio needs to stay in there and fight. He's going to get banged for stalling. No stall calls to mention so far. Borio takes a peek at the clock. This will be big for the Wildcats in the team race. There's that first stall call. 4 seconds to go, and I think the Wildcats, those Mad Cats, can start celebrating. They've got a gold medalist here at 215 pounds. And yes, sir, that's Corey Borio celebrating gold at 215 pounds. We'll have a quick word with him and your heavy duties coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerly and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolOfWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
Corey Borio, your 215-pound champ. Twice in 4 days, you're getting a little interview from Westmoreland. You had a big emotional win Wednesday night at Hempfield. Now you followed up with a county title. How's it feel?
It feels great. I'm glad I came out here and did it. I'm glad the team did it. I'm pretty sure we're pretty much clinched on the team title. It's always an honor to get that here. It's such a tough tournament.
So you got your big boy Wyatt Held ready to step on the mat. What do you want to see out of him?
I just want him to get his hand fight, get to his shot first. I'm excited for this one.
Awesome. Corey Borio, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations to Corey Borio. Marky, thanks for that one. And as you said, Wyatt, the wild man Held out there, taking on the big guy in Joe Enoch. This is a 1-2 matchup, and I know you had Held a couple of times this weekend. He's on a tear right now, isn't he? I think you had Enoch as well.
I did. I had both of them, and they get in there and they get right to their holds and get to their falls. Last year Wyatt Held was second here. He's currently ranked 9th in the state. AAA Joe Enoch was third last year, if you remember, in the semifinals. Almost upset the number 1 seed in Billy McChesney. McChesney was able to obviously be victorious there, but Enoch finishing third. He's currently ranked 13th in the state, and we know what type of a football player he is, and we also know how legendary his mullet is.
Yes, absolutely. One of the best mullets I've ever seen. I like to call that the IROC Z mullet. And yeah, that heavyweight weight class last year at the county tournament, one of the deepest fields we've seen in years. Held got here by way of fall, and fall. Guess what? So did Enoch. Fall, and fall. And we know that Enoch is taking his football career on to Eastern Michigan. Am I correct? Yes, Flick gives me the head nod. So following in his father's footsteps, who wrestled at Penn Trafford at the same time as G, was a state place winner, and then went on to play football for the Mountaineers at West Virginia. So son Joe headed to a Division I program. Just about Central Michigan, excuse me. Oh, big guys. Oh, big boy. Flick, you think you're fast enough to reach over and grab that robo-cam? You better be. Half minute to go. Hey, Barry, you ready to catch him? Barry Rieger from Western PA Sports is out in front of us, and he weighs about $140, and he'll have about 600-pound of human being coming at him. This is where we need Mama Hannah. Hannah's great at catching heavyweights, coming full bore at them. I forget whose head it was last year. It was Stone Joseph. She caught his head.
She caught his head. She
against Wyatt Held.
It was.
It was Wyatt Held, and Mama Hannah was out in front, and his head was about to hit the hardwood floor of the basketball court, and she kind of cradled it. Now, he still got his eggs scrambled a little bit, and Joe Haddad, the littlest official here, having a chat with the 2 largest wrestlers we'll see tonight, saying, calm it down. We're going to go to the second period scoreless. Held. Going to go down. Get the crowd into this one. Enoch going for that crawl, reaching under. Here he comes. Oh, and a big lift mat return. Boom, boom. Sounded like thunder. I'm sure the photographer's got some awesome shots of that one. He's going to give him the 1-point escape. We're neutral, and the crowd is into this one. And I won't lie, so am I. Watch this. That might have been 5 in Fargo, baby.
Yeah, that was definitely a big mat return. I felt the floor shake on that one.
Good one here. Oh, just a nice little shove action from Enoch, but there's nothing illegal about it. 1:15, middle period, 1-0 for Held. Dropping down on that double was Enoch, looking for a headlock, out of bounds. Hits it, unfortunately, they go out. Travis McKillop, I don't know if I'd get my heavyweights face the way Travis is right there. He's a big dude.
I'm sure Travis could hold his own.
I'm sure he could too. One of the best in the country, PJ. Shot there by Held. Here they come, and Barry Rieger scampering. Coach Billett, what are you going to do? Just stay there?
He's just gonna let
Yeah,
him
what's he
crush
going to do? Yeah, he's sitting in his photographer's chair, almost like a lounge chair out there, like a beach chair. Neither one of these guys, and there's held in on a double leg, and they go right at the Latrobe coaches, and Snyder and Mears
And they're all getting out of the
so
way.
fast. Yep. Nobody's safe. If you're in the front row, I'd bump up. 45 to go, held still up 1-0. Greater Latrobe 205, Franklin Regional 197, Hempfield 191.5, Penn Trafford 173, Borough 166. I'm not sure if Borio's accurate in his statement. There's held. He's in on that single. They go. He stepped out of bounds. Nice job by Enoch to fight that right toe down. 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Larry Homan out of his chair being told by side judge Al Stahl, sit down. Larry all of $135.
I bet you he's 140.
Okay, 140. Short time here in the second period. It'll be Enoch's choice, and he'll sure to say he's going to take the down position and try to tie this one up. Isn't it funny how the smallest official always seems to draw the heavyweight match?
They seem to do that all the time.
More airtime. Look at that. Good golly, talk about frequent flyer mileage right there. We got it on both angles. Good job, Flick and Coda. Trying to get to that short sit. Cuts in for the one, and we're locked at one. Might have some bonus wrestling if they don't get figured out here.
Yeah, you got to think, hey, who's going to commit and just lay it all on the line right here to finish it in regulation?
There's definitely, they're both firing offensive leg attacks, so it's not been your typical heavyweight match of just pushing and shoving. There's been some pushing and some shoving, but there's been leg attacks. Like this one right here. He's doing a nice job of attacking high, not getting buried underneath.
The thing is, too, with their leg attacks is they're just running out of real estate when they're driving through.
Enoch trying to post there on the left side. Either guy looks gassed either, so good conditioning. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Again, we're still locked at one here at heavyweight. This is not the final bout. We'll wrap back around to 133. Now we gotta watch Enoch with hands to the face, because that will be a 1-point technical violation. He can't get those hands in the face. Don't want to Captain Insano him. 50 seconds. I can't wait to see the photographer's pictures of that airtime. I am so excited to see that. All I heard was some rapid fire cameras out here in front of us like automatic fire. Just about a half minute to go. Will we have overtime? Brought to you by Quest School of Wrestling. We'll see. Shot there by Held. Reshot. Enoch's going to shove him off, and I mean, people are scrambling. Uh-oh. That's got him rocking and rolling here at the Lions Den, baby. There's Held. Fired another shot. Enoch's got to keep the hands out of the face. I don't want to see the official be the deciding factor in this one.
I was worried that something was going to happen there whenever Enoch shoved them off. I was just like, don't give a point or anything.
Yeah,
there.
let that go.
Let the wrestlers finish it.
And we will indeed have a Quest School of Wrestling overtime here at heavyweight. Held was ready to fire a shot. Toe the line, boys, extra. Joe Enoch's going to have a quick, or Joe Haddad's going to have a quick word here. Keep it clean. Don't make me make that call on you. That's probably what he's saying. He's pointing at both of them, too, like he's talking to his kids. This is a great bout. This has been great finals.
Has been, a lot of back and forth, tight matches. No one really could just crack the code here. They're getting in on their leg attacks, but obviously, running out of real estate.
And they're good athletes. Oh, right there. Enoch had the bear hug locked up and looked like Held. I lost sight, but it looked like he brought the hips to the party.
He did a little bit.
Tried to toss Big Joe.
Turned at the last minute and did throw him.
Right there, Held takes that shot. No stall calls. Two Bowen doing a great job. Right now it's down to Will. 23 counting. This is sudden victory. Takedown wins it. If it's not decided here, we will go to 2 tiebreaker periods. That's 30 seconds each. They want more wrestling, and guess what? So do I. Why did we make this the feature bout? No knock on our 135-pounder or 133-pounders, but this has been great. It's going to take 2 more 30 seconds. I haven't had the opportunity to get this far. So it falls green. Enoch is going to go down. They will wrestle the full 30 seconds no matter what happens, no how many points are scored, and then Held will have his opportunity, redemption if you will, to go down, and they will wrestle that full 30 seconds. If they can't figure it out, there's the ultimate tiebreaker. Enoch explodes up to those feet. He's going to cut away for the 1-point escape. Held immediately engaged. Just 5 seconds gone, so they will continue to wrestle.
Wrestling continues here.
This is called tiebreaker 1. Held chops, dropping down to that high double. Enoch needs to watch that. He's got to keep the hands out of the face. Haddad just told him again. And here we go, another 30 seconds. Held goes down. Enoch's not even breathing hard.
Nope. Maybe a little, but not.
I mean, yeah, not like, as good as they've been moving. Drops down on that ankle. Now 2 hands down on that ankle. He reaches through the crotch on it. Drives Held. I would have kept him in bounds right there at the edge. Burn a few more seconds. Held set.
Well, the thing is, you get what? You get 10 seconds on the ankle. Is it 5 or 10 on the ankle?
5.
Well, we see here it was longer than that.
Yeah. And that would just be a stall, which in these overtimes you do not have to work for back points or fall. Held ties it up with 1, fires a single leg shot, ran out of real estate. 17 seconds. Somebody needs a takedown, and we go to UTB or ultimate tiebreaker.
Held was going for broke there.
We'll go to ultimate tiebreaker.
I gotta see here. I believe Held gets choice here in the
Held
ultimate.
Scored first, right? Yep. So he's gonna go down. So right here, if he gets 1, match ends. Right? No, they don't wrestle the full 30. It's sudden victory. He gets 1, he wins. 30 seconds.
He's explaining. Haddad's explaining it to him, and he just told him. He said if he gets out, you lose, making sure he understands the situation. They got to put the...
Look at the teammates. They're mat side. Both teammates mat side. This is awesome. Here comes Held up to his feet, staying locked around. He's going to drive him off. Oh, stalling green.
That was quick. That was quick. Still had the hook.
Yep, he had the hook, the seatbelt, if you will.
I mean, and that stall call kind of, Enoch can't drop down to the ankle now because he has that stall call.
You can see one of those big lift mat returns. Oh, he gave him the 1-point escape. Wow, at the edge of the mat, Wyatt Held, your heavyweight champion. Good match. That is awesome stuff. We'll have a word with Wyatt Held and as well as our 107-pound bout coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would set your attention to the awards area for the 215.
Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason.com for our complete list of services.
Wyatt Held, heavyweight champ here at Counties. Match of the tournament in my eyes, man. You guys were beating each other up. Talk to me about it.
Oh, it was great. I love hard matches like that. They get me better.
I mean, he's such a good wrestler. It was great to wrestle him in the finals here.
A big win like that, how's that propel you later on into the season?
Oh, it makes me feel great about what's to come.
Awesome. Great job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations. That's Wild Man Wyatt Help. Nice job, young man. Go celebrate. Okay, out there now at 107. That is Cam Baker taking on our third seed in Dylan Barrett. A couple freshmen mixing it up. Gee, what's going on?
Yeah, Cam Baker out of Burrell, ranked 9th, AA, taking on Barrett out of Penn Trafford, ranked 22nd. Again, both just freshmen, so you know the future is bright for this weight class.
Baker looking for that inside trip, almost had Barrett caught on his back, but Barrett showing off that athleticism.
And Baker's a pinner. You know, he's going to go for broke the whole entire match, and he's not going to stop. You know, he's definitely a pinner.
Yeah, he's pinned his way to these finals. Barrett has pinned and won by decision over Nico Capusta in a great match at 11:30 this morning. I had the call right here on mat number 2. It was back and forth, and those two gone back and forth in matches. What's going on with the team score? I'll give you an update here in a little bit. Barrett down underneath, double underhooks for Baker. Greater Latrobe now out to 209. Franklin Regional 197. Hempfield 191.5. Penn Trafford 173. And Burrell 166. Right off the whistle, hits that low leg double. Nice job by Cam Baker. Coming in, crashing the party with that crossface from the right side. Al Stahl, your head official, Mr. Davido, our side judge here at 107 pounds.
And Baker's a bear on top. You know he's going to go to work here.
5 more matches to go after this one. Better not leave. Hang out with us. Don't forget, you can still tweet us and email us. Flick doesn't have enough to do already. Yep, still trying to breathe. A lot of people saw their life flash before their eyes. Coach Billett turned around, and he's thanking God that he's here. Good shot of Coach Billett and Barry Rieger. Probably have about $100,000 in hardware in their hand. There's Baker out there running that half like a monster. He's got a one-on-one wrist on the other side. He's going to try to rip it in front, and he does. Man, look at the fight on Barrett. Fighting off this half. Let's see if he can continue to fight it. He's not going to be able to. Baker's in here. Well, he wasn't able to even get a 1 count off. He might want to reach up and rip that off as soon as it comes on, because I don't know how many more of those he can survive, George.
Yeah, and I mean, short time here, so the clock kind of saved him.
9 seconds to go here in the first period, 107 pounds. It's so funny how you just watch 600-pound of human, and now we have just over 200 pounds. So quite a difference. I'm sure that our cameramen here out in front are not so afraid for their life. Time will expire in the first period. Cam Baker, the freshman, takes a 2-0 lead. Barrett's going to defer choice to the third. Baker going down. Left side cover going right to the elevator to a 1-point escape. Love that first move.
Right back to that high-low double.
He's going to try to dump off the right side. He's being surgical about it. Barrett staying locked in the crotch. It's a green ankle band that's dangling there. Good job by Barrett. He's scooting. He's going to have to keep scooting because now he's being crowded by Baker, and they want to watch that knee, and I like the call. Shot by Baker once again. Really didn't set that one up though, G.
Yeah.
Snap down there by Baker. Goes right to that heel pick, and all he did was bulldog him. He just really rushed into him, caught that ankle. 2-point takedown. That lead now 5-0 for the Burrell Buck. Now, the Burrell Bucks are 7 points out of 4th, trailing Penn Trafford, so this match will have a little bit of impact.
Yeah, this match is huge here. I mean, for team implications.
Also have Hayden Coy coming up against Vinny Kilkeary. That's a tall task, but hey, we've seen darner things. Barrett explodes up to his feet. Brought back down to his hind end. Just about Under a minute here. Baker running one-on-one wrist from behind, doing a nice job staying in the saddle, keeping that forward pressure. Like to see Barrett get some back pressure, explode up. Now he's got the 2-on-1, changes off to a 1-on-1 and a half. There goes Barrett trying to turn in and see if he can scoot his hips out. He's going to have to try to hip heist really, really hard here. Probably better off just to let go because now he's in a ball and chain and Baker's looking for it.
And he has a leg in on that opposite side. You know, gonna start going to work here on top.
Baker can overwhelm you.
He could overwhelm you, and in some positions he lulls you to sleep a little bit, as we saw on that ankle pick. He kind of just lulled Barrett to sleep there for a little bit and then just exploded in.
Huge shout out to Westmoreland Sports Network for having the best coverage out there. Keep it up, Smitty. Also, that heavyweight match was fire. What a mat return. That's from our friend Wrestling and Buddha. Thanks for hanging out with us here this evening, young man. And that heavyweight match was fire. That was one of the greatest matches we've ever had the opportunity to call. 1 second, 2 seconds here remaining in the middle period. Baker up 5-1. Gee, that was just crazy. I mean, the crowd was so
and that's
into that.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It was, too, a lot of the energy from the crowd. It was almost Vision Quest-esque. Thinking of it.
Sway.
They're stomping on the bleachers and cheering.
Yep, it was crazy. And you know what? It
just didn't have Loudon.
Nope, just didn't have it. Shoot. Carrying telephone poles up the bleachers. Another high-low double by Cam Baker. I mean, that's obviously his bread and butter, and he hits it with confidence. I mean, you can tell when he fires that shot, he's going to score.
Yeah.
Baker now up 7-1. Burrow Bucks looking for a county champ. Good shot of Mears. Not Mears. Coach Snyder. Wyatt held. Nice little stash he rocks there. It's Wyatt Schmucker. See Leo Joseph getting warmed up. There's Coach Mark Mears on the bottom left, sitting next to Cuddy Shields. It's Mr. Jim Shields. Under a minute and a half here for Cam Baker. Dylan Barrett. This is a battle we're going to see for years to come. I mean, I would imagine these guys are going to kind of grow together. This one has been all Baker. I mean, he's a monster on top with these boots. You can see when you, like I said earlier, when you see that hip up off of the mat, that's so much downward pressure on that lower back.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable at all. Under a minute to go. Burrow looking for their first county champ here this evening.
Bloody nose here.
Going to have a leaky faucet for Barrett. This blood time brought to you by Excella Health, Sports Medicine, and Orthopedics. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Smale Kia doesn't have time in this 30-second commercial to read all the great reviews about the all-new 2022 Kia Forte. Here's some of the highlights. Right now, get special low 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the highly acclaimed 2022 Kia Forte. Shop our inventory or reserve your new Kia. 24/7 online at smalekia.com or Route 30 East Greensburg.
Back to action here at 107 pounds. There's Barrett looking to strike with a score, and he's going to get a 1-point escape. Damn near sprinted back to the middle of the mat. He's down 7-2. Baker fires that low leg double. 7-2, half minute. Burrow looking for their first champ of these 22 championships. Baker heading a hole. He's going to secure another 2-point takedown right here, says Al Stahl, right to that boot. He's still going to work out there.
Yeah,
9-2.
So smooth in his transitions, you know, calm out there, you know, just to be a freshman.
It's very well said. Smooth in the transition, and there's your 107-pound champ out of Burrow. That's Cam Baker. Marky will have a word with him next, as well as our 114-pound. Oh, actually, we are going to keep it right here. Flick, you just told me that, and I'm sorry. So we'll keep it right here.
Leo Filler. In 5th place from Ligonier Valley, Logan Mulhern.
Champ as a freshman, how's it feel?
Feels amazing. I couldn't do it with my teammates, if I'm being honest.
Awesome. Goals, rest of the season, what are you looking forward to next?
I want to place a state champ, and just get better every day at practice.
Awesome.
No, it's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday to Quinn.
Happy birthday, Quinn Baker.
All right, thank you.
Good, congratulations.
Congratulations, Cam Baker. Thanks to Marky. And happy birthday there, Quinn. Shout out from your boys at WSN. There's the heavyweight podium over there, and we're good to go at 114 pounds. A little bit of a rematch here, G. Got Luke Willishell and Ty Capusta. What's going on?
114 pounds. Luke Willishell, the returning champ out of Greater Latrobe, returning state runner-up, ranked 2nd in this state. And Tyler Capusta also but was the runner-up because these two wrestled last year in the finals. He's currently ranked 4th in this state, both AAA. And Capusta has to be thinking like, hey, if I want to be the man, I got to beat the man here in Willishell.
For sure.
So, he's definitely, grown or gotten a lot taller. I asked Coach Leby earlier, the head coach of Franklin, if he grew since the kickoff show.
For sure.
When we were over at Manor Valley, because I saw him Friday night. It was like, geez, he got a little bit taller.
Pretty slick little misdirect leg attack there by Ty Capusta. He got in deep. He's got to play with the out of bounds here. Luke trying to suck him out. He's got that whizzer reinforced on his own ankle. Ty trying to suck him back in. Luke also ranked in the country, sitting 20th. Ty was 4th a year ago, and as G said, Luke was 2nd. He might have the 2-point takedown there. I don't know that he has the other ankle wrapped up. I don't know. That looks pretty close to having both legs. I don't know. That looked like 2 to me, but Mr. Davido said no. Joey McCary, your side judge. Says the cousin of Luke and Nico, his father Jeff.
And this could be one of many matchups that we see these two wrestle.
There's Capusta in on that single. He's a little bit higher up, but he's continuing to penetrate in. Now, down on his belly, so Willishell's got him stretched out. Needs to try to build his base, and he is getting that base up underneath him. See if he can continue to drive up. And when that fall happened last year for Willishell, it wasn't a dominating match. It was more or less, I don't want to say caught him, but it wasn't, it wasn't a dominating performance by Willishell. It was tight.
I can't recall what the score was there, but I know it ended in a fall. And Tyler Capusta, son of, let me see if I could see it here.
Jeff Capusta.
1992 state champ, Jeff Capusta.
There it is.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Flick.
Thanks, Flick. Flick's already way ahead of us. That's why he's the producer extraordinaire. Jeff also went on to North Dakota State. We're scoreless, and we do have blood time, and this blood time brought to you by Excella Health. And with that, we will take a 30-second break. Keep it here.
Hi, Westmoreland sports fans. This is Al Gallardo, financial advisor with Lincoln Investment and longtime Westmoreland County resident. Whether it's a traditional or Roth IRA, 403B or 457 plan, mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, or bonds, I can help you navigate the markets and assist you in achieving all of your goals. Call me at 724-309-8337 or email me at agallardo@lincolninvestment.com and we'll get started together. Good luck to all of the area's athletes and coaches this season.
Oh, we are back. Thank you, Flick. So I went over and asked our good friend Jason Delp to queue up last year's box score between these two as they work to get Ty plugged up. Coming up next on deck, Leo Joseph of Greater Latrobe. String of Matt Katz coming up. Suleiman Ba out of Kiski School. And we'll have Vinny Kilkiri and Hayden Coy in the hole. And our feature bout at 133 pounds. 0-0, second period. Right side cover for Willishell. Willishell very tough on top, running that claw. Very comfortable in just about any position.
Especially top.
Well said. Ty doing a nice job continuing to attack the high hand. Continues to move. He's not stopping. Willishell slides that right boot in. 2 go out of bounds.
Kapusta doing a great job staying busy down there, right? You know, really not allowing Willishell to get to his holes and get comfortable up top, because once you do that, that's when he really starts to put it on you.
Keep it here. Say hello to my good friend Zach Homway, tuned in. Also my mom and dad. Pops and Grammy tuned in. Minute 42, right side cover for Willishell. Does a nice job with good forward pressure, and he stays hugged to those hips. We talk about it all the time. If you can control the hips. Well, Kapusta with a nice swim move almost caught Willishell slipping off the edge. He's going to bull rush back in, create that back pressure, and try to pick that leg out. Looking for the crossbody ride is Luke Willishell. Again, your PI AA runner-up. Kapusta also 4th in AAA. And again, gee, we get to see this one how many more times, man. This is going to be fun.
It is, definitely.
I'm sure these two also work out together at club.
I would doubt if they're working out together now.
Yeah, I would think more in the offseason. Yeah, I don't think they're going to go out tomorrow and work out together. Punching that crossface, though. Nice job by Kapusta. Was able to dig the leg out. And I know Jeff doesn't usually stay in the gym. You'll see him peeking around the corner. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? Yep, we were looking for him. Flick and Jeff are now boys. Now that Flick just built his home right down the road from Jeff. Spent some time at the bonfire this summer. Goes the cousin of Ty Kapusta walking by. That is Lucas and Nico's cousin, cheerleader at Penn State. Luke has that long boot in on the right side. 20 seconds here in the second period. He's controlling on top. Kapusta's had a couple of opportunities. He needs to chain wrestle and put a couple things together. That's how you're going to get off the bottom. But Luke, he's leechy. You know, he's sticky. He just stays there. Everywhere you go, he's right there. He's running that crossface. We're scoreless headed to the third here at 114 pounds. Luke going to go down. Luke, the youngest of the Willishell boys. Brother wrestling at Edinburgh, another brother wrestled at Seton Hill. I always like to tease them and say that this is the toughest Willishell, and I guess it doesn't work out so well for him at home.
I was going to say, it doesn't help Luke out at home.
No, it doesn't, indeed. Ty Kapusta is going to give him the 1-point escape. He's going to have to get the work here on his feet. Luke working that 2-on-1 from out in front. Ty trying to clear it. Leg attack attempt there by Luke. So last year, it was a 2-point takedown for Kapusta, 2-point reversal for Luke Willishell. Ty got hit with a caution warning, and then period 2, caution warning. It was a reversal for Ty Kapusta, so it was 4-4. Okay, so they were going back and forth. I didn't think it was, just Luke going out there and dominating, so it was a brawl. At 4:33 was the pin, so it was 4-4, so there were takedowns and reversals going on out there.
Yeah, I mean, probably similar to this. I mean, obviously just minus.
I think he captained and Sano'd him. Indeed, he did, and Luke Willishell is going to need to take injury time on this one, and we will take a break as well. We'll be right back on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
You have pain? We have the answers. You want to feel better? We provide the relief you need. The Rehab Center Chiropractors Caring for Health. Our state-of-the-art facility and our experience in caring doctors provide expert analysis and a customized treatment plan for each individual. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, with locations in North Apollo, Kittanning, Lower Burrell, and Clarion. For more information, visit our website at therehabcenters.com.
Action resumed here at 114 pounds. Final period, Luke Willishell up 1-0. Big thanks to Jason Delp for providing that information, that box score in last year's match. Heavy club there by Ty. The two are straight ahead. There's no circling, creating angles. Have you noticed that, G? There's a little bit of circle and pull by Ty Kapusta as we approach half minute remaining in the third period. Oh, don't go in like Batman. He went in kind of high. Could have gotten pancaked, but Luke took advantage of it with a reshot. Ty stayed in on that single leg. Luke in on that single leg. And wow, look at this. Beautiful limp arm out for Luke Willishell. He's got the 2-point takedown. I don't think there was any near fall counted. No, there was not by Davido. But what a nice sequence right there. Great reshot by Luke Willishell. Hopefully we can get another look at that. But the limp arm to secure the 2-point takedown. And Luke Willishell, your 114-pound county champ, will have that Matt Cat. And 21 pounds coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Luke Willishell, defending your championship from last year, on your way to 4 in the next 2 years. How's it feel?
Feels great. You know, I was coming in here, I knew that I was going to wrestle Ty, and I knew what I had to do to win.
Practicing with Vinny Kilkeary and Leo Joseph all year long, how much has that helped you?
Oh, it's great. Vinny's like a brother to me. He helps me out. He teaches me a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm a much better wrestler this year wrestling with him.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome job to Luke Willishell. Now a 2-time county champ, Leo Joseph, his teammate and workout partner out there now, falling down 2-0. Suleiman Ba, the Kiski School, strikes first on a lightning-fast low-leg attack there.
Yeah, and I can't remember who Ba wrestled last year at counties, but I just remember the speed that he had and which he showed it there, you know. But Leo Joseph returning county champion last year, currently ranked 18th. Suleiman Ba, we heard his accolades before. I think it was he placed on
third and fourth at Prep
Nationals and going on to Columbia.
Which
and
is
he
awesome.
was fourth last year in the county coaches tournament. So, you know, definitely a step up from where he finished last year.
Yeah, certainly. And I believe he lost to Kilkeary in the semifinals. I believe that's who it was. And it's just what an honor that he's going to Columbia. He's going out with Billy McChesney, you know, former Golden Lion here. Obviously a very intelligent young man. Like the headgear, too. Looking for a roll-through tilt on Leo Joseph. Leo Joseph also searching for his second title. Won a championship last year by fall over, was it Clem of Derry, I believe it was, in the finals. Go ahead and look that one up. I'll put 5 on it.
I'll let you know here shortly.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it was Clem of Derry. Go ahead and look it up. Under a minute to go here, 5-0 for the Cougar, and I can't remember the last time that Kiski Prep had a county champ. I might have to get Delp on this. Where is Schofield? Hey, Ducky, when was the last time that Kiski Prep had a champ?
It was probably, was it Leicester? When Leicester was at, wasn't
that was
Leicester
early 2000s, right? Ducky will dig into his encyclopedia over there. Heck, he is an encyclopedia. His head's going. 20 seconds to go. Ba out to a commanding 5-0 lead. Quick takedown followed up by near fall tilts. 2 will go out of bounds. We'll get a fresh start with 13. Give you an update here on the team race. It's cycling through. Kiski School in 13th. Valley, Ligonier, and York round out the final 14, 15, and 16. Greater Latrobe with 213. Franklin Regional 197. Hempfield 191.5. Penn Trafford 173. And those Borough Bucks 170. 5-0 time expires here in the first period. We'll go to the second.
So it was 2011, Evan Henderson. I forgot about the Henderson twins.
I know they were at United. I don't even know if I knew they went to Kiski Prep. They were at United High School, though. Yeah, because Dane Johnson beat, I believe it was Evan in the state finals one year. Now the head coach at Valley.
I definitely forgot about the Evan twins that were there.
Went on to be All-American. One was an All-American, I believe, for North Carolina or Kent State. Which I don't even know if we mentioned that, but that's where Corey Borio's heading to next year.
We did not
Kent
mention
State,
that.
yeah.
So Leo Joseph pinned Giovanni Patrice.
Of Derry. It wasn't Clem, so.
It was Derry, but not.
I was half right.
wrestler.
Right church, wrong pew.
Yeah.
Joseph's going to get hit for stalling here.
And Baugh did lose to Kilkiri in the semifinals.
What was the score? Don't forget to shoot us an email. Running out of time. Little envelope up there. Shoot them at us. You can also tweet us. Nice mat return there by Joseph.
12-2.
12-2. And then who beat him for third and fourth?
Cooper Hornack pinned him.
Cooper Hornack stuck him. All right, so 6-0 for Baugh after that 1 point escape. Minute 19 here. 121-pound. Final, Joseph trying to get busy with the footwork, followed it up with a shot blocked off and sidestep by Baugh. Kilkiri and Coy up on deck, and then our feature bout in the hole. Ethan Rootbeer Lieben and Coop Hornack, the aforementioned Coop Hornack. I like using that word. Sean Myers, part of our broadcast family, is so smooth with that word. Oh, man, Austin Shaw requesting some Mississippi mud tonight. Might be a Jiggers run. If we fall victim to the Gut Rocket Bandit in export, it is on. We will find you, Hot Dog Bandit. We don't know who you are, Gut Rocket Bandit. Rather, 30 seconds to go here. We explained that situation this morning. We might have to put out another PSA. Not happy with this Gut Rocket Bandit. Everybody knows my love for Gut Rockets. I'll explain it a little bit, but everybody knows I love them. Speed on Baugh, man. He is left to right, so shifty, so fast. He's inside out on that left ankle trying to cut the corner. He's got 10 seconds. Nice job by Leo Joseph staying square. It's going to be blown dead with a stalemate. So Wednesday night we did the Latrobe Hempfield duel. Everybody went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Everybody leaves. Flick looks out on his windshield, and there is a boat, like a little boat where you put a hot dog in with a toothpick through it. And there's a Gut Rocket sitting on the windshield. Sends a picture, so okay, nobody thinks anything about it. And then, what night was it? Oh, no, it was yesterday morning. Look at that speed by Baugh. Right out of the gate there in the third period, looking for a major decision, goes up 8-0. Austin Shaw drives 50 miles to work, not noticing that he had a hot dog with ketchup on it on his windshield. He comes in, he says, this hot dog's a true journeyman, just drove 50 miles with me to work. And then last night, after the county finals, Austin went and had some Mountain Dews around Greensburg, and he goes out, and in between the bed of his truck and the window is the most decadent, gorgeous-looking hot dog I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it looked like something from a commercial. It looked fake. And, of course, everybody thought it was me, and there's no way it would be me. Number one, I wouldn't waste a Gut Rocket. Number two, would I leave a Gut Rocket out in these cold elements? And as I said earlier, look at this. Leo Joseph was looking for the headlock, and I looked like he had a pretty good grip on it, but Baugh able to slip out of it now 10-1 with a minute to go. So since 2011, what is that? 11 years ago since the Cougars have had a county champ. And, you know, when I see these hot dogs, all I can sing in my head is the Sarah McLachlan song from the Sad Dogs. In the arms of the angel.
Yeah.
And these poor Gut Rockets. So, no, it's not me, but trust me, Gut Rocket Bandit, we will find you. Liam Neeson. 10-1. I'll tell you what a nice performance here. Boz just put together a really, really good tournament coming out of that second seed Tech fall, and a 15-8 major decision over Ryan Klingensmith. Joseph got here by way of fall, and a 6-1 decision over Joseph Longhigh out of Mount Pleasant. Joseph just a sophomore, so he's going to get 2 more cracks at it. Ball 20 seconds away. Joseph jumps out of bounds. Ball kind of a calm, cool, collected character himself out there, G. Doesn't seem to get rattled.
Very, very relaxed. Scores when he needs to score. Doesn't, or at least this match, outside of the headlock attempt, really hasn't put himself in any danger.
Yeah, doesn't do anything to, high risk. Congratulations to the Kiski School Cougars. They've got themselves their first champ since 2011, and they call him Suleiman Ba. Your 121-pound champ going to come over and give the coaches some love. Marky K will get a word with him, and we will have our 127-pound final coming up next on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
And now
Suleiman Ba, you're champion here at 121 pounds. You just brought up to me your first high school tournament win. How's it feel?
Feels great. I mean, something I came into the season with a goal as, but it's just taking it step by step. But it's just another stepping stone to my ultimate goal of just winning NCAA title. So
awesome. Going to Columbia next year, bright student. How excited are you for that?
I'm really excited. I know Coach Tonelli has big plans for me when I get to Columbia. So, I'm just going to finish out my high school season as I would and then continue on, get to Columbia and just train my hardest.
Awesome. Congratulations. First Kiski School champ since 2011. 12 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome job. That's Suleiman Ba. Nice job, Air Markey. Okay, here we go. Briar Priest is asking who the Gut Rocket Bandit is. We don't know, Briar. Would you like to join in on this investigation? Because it's about to get real. Vinny Kilkeary, Hayden Coy out there getting real. Hayden Coy repenetrates on that shot. Nice block back hook go behind, and so many young wrestlers missed that block back hook. Hit replay on that. I would love to show it one more time. Look at this block back hook spin drill. So many Utes, they want to just spin. Look at that. Right there it was. Block and back hooked on that arm. Push that arm down off of your leg. Then spin. Make it easy on yourself. Don't make it hard.
Vinny Kilkeary, the returning champ out of Greater Latrobe, returning state champ as well. Ranked first in the state. They get two-time
state champ, yep. Uh-oh, he's looking to go big up top, and he gets it. And it could be lights out here for Hayden Coy. Doing a nice job bridging up off of his shoulder, staying up on that head. Go ahead, G.
Hayden Coy currently ranked 20th in the state, was second last year here at counties.
Vinny making the final arrangements here for Mr. Coy. Now he comes out, and this is where Kilkeary's a monster. Look at Coy fighting off his back, though. All right, Coy, you have my attention.
Will all 121 pounds.
Vinny running that bar and a half.
You definitely, when you're watching these Penn Trafford wrestlers here in the finals, you definitely see a little bit of their head coach in each and every one of them, because we all know McKillop was just a nasty, and I don't mean nasty in a bad way. I just mean he would beat you up physically out on the mat. And we're seeing a lot of that in wrestlers.
For sure. And, a lot of times, you watch Oklahoma State, a lot of those young men, they wrestle like John Smith, and it's just how you're groomed down there. Blood time here on Hayden Coy. They get that leaky faucet plugged up. We're going to keep it right here, Flick, if that's all right with you. Shout out to my boy Buddy Young, absolutely best wrestling announcer in the WPIAL. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that very much. Buddy Young, a former Greater Latrobe Wildcat, so he's out there celebrating. Matt Cats are going to take home another title back-to-back. Something tough to do here in the county tournament.
Definitely is.
And they did it without Nate Roth. You throw Nate Roth into this mix, and it may be a little bit more of a gap between first and second. Nate Roth, not taking anything away from Kilkiri and Luke and Borio, but he's just, I don't know, he's kind of next level dominant to me. I don't know, I can't explain Nate Roth, but he's just so exciting, and I truly hope that he can get that injury healed up and he can get back out there. I truly do, because he's just exciting and fun to watch, and he's a crucial part of the success of this program.
Yeah.
Kilkiri hits a lat drop with no near fall. It's going to give him reaction, so no takedown. 7-2, the lead for Kilkiri. 15 seconds to go into first. There's a shot by Coy. See what Kilkiri did there? He brought that elbow up on top and he bounced. Now he's got the elbow sucked down under, but he immediately brought it back up on top, and that gives him the ability right there. He was looking for that block. He was going to bring the back hook over and then spin behind. Coy's going to go down, also down 7-2 on the scoreboard.
See if Kilkiri's going to go to work on top a little bit here.
Kilkiri got here by pin, and pin. He's been out there less than 4 minutes. Coy got here, came from the second seed, just a junior. His Coy by a pin, and then a 3-1 decision over Jack White of Norwin. I had the opportunity to call that one. What a great match that was. Feature match coming up next. Both guys pacing around us. And don't go anywhere when we're done, because we will have the Rob Waller's All-American Club post-match show coming up. We'll maybe have some interview opportunities as well as a recap of what happened in the last 2 days. Again, we want to thank all of you, and I mean all of you, all 7,000 of you from last night. You want to go ahead and give that one a read, G? Go ahead. I'll give it 3. They are kind of difficult to read. Congrats, all the wrestlers. WSN looking good in the Lions Den. Way to go, WCCA, Coach Pars, and Ad Frank Sundry. Well done. That from Coach Zill.
Oh, you meant like actually give it a read.
Yeah.
I read it.
You have to read aloud.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I looked at it. Yeah, I read it. That's good. Yeah, nice.
Hayden Coy has lost his plug, so they're working on replacing that. And this blood time brought to you by Excella Health, Sports Medicine, and Orthopedics, as the UPMC trainers go to work on Coy's schnoz. Again, our feature bout coming up. They're pacing. They're ready. Root Beer Lieben, Hempfield, Coop Hornack, Burl. Both guys not afraid of the big stage. PIAA runner-ups. Coop also a 4th place finisher. Root Beer Lieben, a county champ a year ago. Coop Hornack has also won these county championships, so a lot riding on the line here. Root Beer, a senior, headed to Bucknell. Coop just a junior. We'll say hello to Susanna, Seamer, and Longhigh. You guys are awesome. Thanks for covering the wrestling matches. You are awesome. Thank you so much for the kind words. I get choked up when I read these messages. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Everybody knows I get emotional after broadcasts, and I literally do. I go around and give everybody hugs, and I have tears in my eyes, because there's a lot goes into these. And Vinny looking to take Coy's head off with a headlock right there. Coy not backing down now. I love it.
Not at all.
I absolutely love it. And you are right. You see a lot of T-Mac and these wrestlers out here. We have another one. Saw Smitty cement true legend status by eating a dish of gut rockets at the Kiski-Burrow match. That's right, he did. That's Mr. DeVito. I absolutely did. After the Burrow-Kiski match, I had to go out to the bathroom, take a quick break. And as I was walking back, I walked by the concession stand, and they had this boat of just rockets sitting there. There was no buns. And I was like, what are you going to do with those? And they're like, well, we don't have any bunts. And I go, I don't want a bunt. What are you going to do with those? And they're like, do you want them? I go, I would love them.
Oh, wow.
So I believe it was Marky K and I walking back into the gym just eating gut rockets.
Yep,
so, yes, I
was.
did slay them. And Mr. DeVito caught me. Actually, the entire DeVito family caught me. So, yeah, they all know my love for gut rockets. You want a good gut rocket, go to Vinny DeAugustine's Manor Valley Golf Club. Good aerial look from above, some coaches. There's Flick and Levy. Hey, 2 county champs, runner-up, congratulations. It looks like you're going to finish in second place. Runner-up. You won it, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. Latrobe won the last 2, and then you won it back in 20 when it was out at Kiski.
So I just got some updating information. It was a question that was presented on who won or who has the most 4-time county champions, team-wise. I did not know the answer. This is Ducky
From
provided
Ducky.
it, yes.
Vinny Kilcarry secures another 2-point takedown, and quite possibly one of the longest matches ever. It's only the end of the second period now, 9-3. Been a lot of blood time here.
You have any guesses?
I do. Greensburg-Salem.
Greensburg-Salem.
Curtis Jones.
Franklin Regional.
Oh, they're tied? Oh, yeah, I guess on that tear there in the early 2000s, or in the 2000 teens and stuff. How many? 4 Lions, 4 Panthers. Okay, there you have it. It's Paul Ducky Schofield.
Well, I think he said, who is the 4 Lions?
They're going to have to tape this thing in. He is bleeding or very bad.
I would guess that Virtus would be.
It was Virtus, Vince Pellis, Gregory, and Donnie. And I get a thumbs up just like that. Can I get into the Ducky Schofield Club if I know it all?
No.
Hey, do you want to take a quick break? Let's step away. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back on the Westmoreland Sports Network.
Collision Shop by Jason Mignon is your one-stop shop for all things auto body repair. Our experienced technicians and state-of-the-art facilities have you covered on both passenger and heavy-duty vehicle repairs, including scratches, scrapes, and dents, free estimates, body repairs, welding, refinishing, glass replacement, and more. Our all-new alignment and calibration shop has the tooling, equipment, and staffing to ensure top-quality alignment and calibration adjustments for your vehicle. Our friendly office staff is more than happy to assist you through every step of your vehicle's repair process. Visit the Collision Shop by Jason.com for our complete list of services.
Back to action here at 127 pounds. Coy is not backing down. Kilcarry stepping into that headlock, and Coy may slip out the side door on it. Big shout out to Jamie Perano, Superintendent of Schools at Franklin Regional, and a good friend of ours. Thanks for covering counties. My family and I enjoyed the broadcast. Great job. Well, we enjoy you guys tuning in and the kind words. Thank you so much. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and 2023 is going to be our year, Mr. Perano. Vinny Kilcarry secures another 2-point takedown, looking for near fall. Minute 22, 12-3, now the lead. Vinny may be making some final arrangements here. It's just got to be tough to breathe at this point. I couldn't imagine having my face taped like that. And there is the mat slapper for Vinny Kilcarry, now a 3-time county champ. Count them, 1, 2, 3.
That makes Vinny the 10th Wildcat that's won counties 3 times.
Awesome. Congratulations. We'll make sure he knows that when he has a word with Marky Kane in our feature bout. Coming up next up, we're going to keep it right here, says our producer.
In 6th place from Burrow, Kaleo Zanella. In 5th place from Henfield, Owen Caraciola.
The county champ, the 10th member to do that. How's it feel?
Feels great. Just to get back on the mat, start going harder and harder every day, and finally get to a tournament and show.
Looking to defend your state title, what do you got to do between now and the first week of March to make that repeat happen?
I got to separate myself far from everybody. I'm looking I want to be a national champ, so I got to wrestle like one. And that's my goal right now. Separate myself in the room, on the mat, everywhere, on and off the mat.
Ready for Ohio State?
Can't wait.
Awesome. Congratulations.
There's three-time county champ Vinny Kilkiri. Big goals, big visions ahead for that young man. Good to see him back on the mat, too, coming back from that elbow injury. And the feature bout is here. Couple of studs out there. That's Ethan Root Beer Lieben in the blue, white, and black. Standing between him and another county title. Also looking for his second county title is Coop Hornack. Now, Coop is going, he's a junior. Is he 1-2 or is he Cooper? He's won one, so he's going. So both guys are going for 2.
Yeah, he was third last year.
And it looks like we have a search team out there. This is what it's going to look like for you, Gut Rocket Bandit. We are going to be out here like this, searching for you. We got another great broadcast. Westmoreland Sports is the best. That's Larry Gasparado. Thank you so much, Larry. Appreciate the kind words. When you have this kind of wrestling, Larry, and to everybody who sent in so many kind messages, these kids make it so much fun and so easy for us. This literally is not work.
Yeah, the marquee matchup this evening with Ethan Lieben, the returning state runner-up, returning county champion from last year, currently ranked 8th in the state. Cooper Hornack, obviously no slouch, was a third-place finisher last year. The year before, I believe, is when he won his county title, and he's currently ranked 2nd in the state double-A, so a triple-A, double-A matchup.
Greater Latrobe 219, Franklin Regional 197, Hempfield 191.5, PT 173, and Burrell 170. Norwin, Kiski area, Mount Pleasant, Bell Vernon, and Southmoreland round out the top 10. Coop dropping down to that low leg single at the edge of the mat. No go there. Minute 18 to go, first period.
And I know the big question that's been circling is where's Ethan Lieben going to go at the end of the year? Is he going to stay up here at 133? Is he going to go down to 127? And we saw who's down there waiting.
Yeah.
I would only guess that Kilkiri's going to stay at 27. I don't know what he weighs, but I doubt if he's going to go down to 21.
It doesn't look like he's sucking any kind of weight. Ethan Root Beer Lieben looking to strike first. Nice scramble and tuck out roll. That's why it's the feature bout. I mean, he rolled and kicked away, did Coop Hornack, avoiding that 2-point takedown. And what a beautiful setup to a leg attack by Root Beer. Just an even nicer defense. Underhook on that left side with head position. Now he's going to suck him down underneath with double underhooks, and there's not much going to happen here. I would imagine Tim Lloyd's going to blow this one dead here in a stalemate unless they clear out. Coop trying to reach out and clear those hands. He's going to circle out, and then he's going to circle back in on that head inside single, try to peek out the back door. Root Beer locked in the crotch, and he's pinching those knees together. Root Beer's going to roll him all the way through. Scramble, scramble, scramble right here. Root Beer trying to come up on top. Coop seems to be caught down on that left hip.
Knee's in a bad position there.
Yep, and they're going to stop that knee right there. Exactly. Tim Lloyd caught it and stopped it just in the nick of time. 7 seconds left. Joe Haddad, our side judge. And we'll go to the second scoreless in our feature bout here at 133 pounds. Look at that scramble position right there. And you know what? Root Beer was trying to stay in bounds. That's why he didn't chase after him. So, I mean, that's veteran move right there. Going right to the elevator. Man, is he coached by Vince DeAugustine or what? Hits the elevator, moves to the hip ice. He's going to try to step over this leg. Can see Coop bringing that heel up to his hind end, so Root Beer isn't able to step over it. Hanging onto that leg like a snapping turtles. Coop Hornack still in control. Continuing to work the corner. He breaks it, and there's a 2-point reversal for Lieben. Strikes first here in 133 pounds.
We know Lethan's a bear on top.
Minute 15, second period. Joey Alessandro, Vince DeAugustine in the corner, and you know a lot of times you can tell who the workout coach is with the wrestler, and obviously here it's Joey Alessandro spending a lot of time in the mat room. It's going to be stalling green. Coop Hornack. Sure, I'm not used to seeing him be called for stalling, so I'm sure he is not. Assistant coach Jim Shields in the corner. Not sure who the other assistant is for the Borough Bucks. But since that 2-point reversal, now looks like Coop's going to come to life. But we all know Root Beer's tough on top. He's got that tight waist buried, doesn't he?
Yeah, rides the tight waist, controls those wrists underneath. Able to turn also when need be.
So Christy just sent this text. This is actually really funny. Enough with the gout rockets. That is really, really creative, honey. I got to come home and high five you. Yes, I do live with gout, and yes, if I eat enough of them, I do get a gout attack. That was really, really good. Good for you, bud.
Has a good point there.
That was. I definitely double up on the allopurinol before I know I'm going to go on a binge. Short time here in the second period. Ethan Lieben taking a 3-0 lead to the third period. Coop's going to go down and Coop, I don't know. Doesn't seem to be himself out there right now.
Yeah, after that reversal, obviously it's going to take a little bit of wind out of your cells.
I think it's only 2-0. Where did the third point come from?
No, just right now. Unless it was, I think it was Card's choice, and he went down and Hornak went neutral. Has to be.
One stall call. You got to get 2. Ask him 3-0. Oh, so he got it for 2 stall calls.
Oh.
Okay, wow. I'm
So
definitely not used to Coops getting hit with 2 stall calls. Good
so he
golly,
got hit for
smell.
2 stall calls and then picked neutral.
Yeah, I'm too busy talking about gut rockets. I apologize. I need to do my job. Focus.
Gut rockets and gout.
Yep. Under a minute 20 in counting. Ethan Lieben out to a 3-0 lead in our final feature bout of the evening. Blown dead with a stalemate. Again, don't go anywhere. We'll take a commercial break, collect our thoughts, and we will have our Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club post-final show coming at you. Hopefully get some interviews and a quick recap on this evening's finals. Again, I want to thank everybody. If you can't hang out with us for the post-match show, you guys were absolutely awesome all weekend. I can't wait to see what the numbers were. 7,000 viewers last night. People, do you know how awesome that is? You're definitely going to make me cry after this. I'm going to have to go bury myself in gut rockets. Enough. I know, I'm beating a dead horse. At least I'm not talking about the out-of-bounds rules anymore. Coop in on a double leg. He's got the high-low. Staying locked in that crotch is Root Beer. Now trying to come out the back door. 37 seconds counting down here in the third period. Let's see if he can get this high turn. It's all about height. You hear Vince DiAugustine, raise up, raise up. It's about height. Now look at Root Beer. Now he's cutting the corner. He's trying to slide that left boot in. If he can step over, he's going to get another 2-point takedown, and he's not happy with the stalemate call. But he's 20 seconds away from his second county title. See if Coop strikes again on this leg attack. Both these guys, awesome young men. I turned around when we were trying to make the decision. I turned around, Coop was sitting behind me in the bleachers. I go, Coop, do you want to wrestle last? He goes, I don't care. I go, good, because you are. And he just laughs. So good sports these are, and what a great match. Clap of the hands. Congratulations to Root Beer Lieben, now a 2-time county champ. We'll return and have a word with him, as well as our Rob Waller's All-American post-final show right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Thank you so much.
Your next golf adventure awaits at Manor Valley Golf Course in Export. Manor Valley offers 18 scenic holes over gentle sloping fairways and the purest putting surfaces around. Manor Valley Golf Course in Export is the perfect place to host your next golf outing, banquet party, or shower. Manor Valley also offers league play and great membership rates. Tee times available. Call 724-744-4242. Visit ManorValleyGC.com.
Ethan Lieben, your champion here, 133 pounds, back-to-back titles. How's it feel?
Feels good, a lot of anticipation coming into this tournament, bumping up weight class. Want to come out and prove myself, and I think I did just that.
Last year, state runner-up. I know that left a sour taste in your mouth. What do you got to do between now and March to be on the top of that podium at the state tournament?
Well, obviously, I'm going to try and make big strides. We have a great coaching staff here at Hempfield. I have a feeling that they can help me with the adjustments that I need to make to get to the top this year instead of runner-up.
The Hempfield Spartans 4 for 4 in the finals today. I asked Charlie Message this, what's it like having you guys as practice partners? So I'll ask you now, what's it like having Eli Carr and Kapusta and Message to practice with every day?
You know, it sounds cliche, but it's true. Iron sharpens iron. And, you know, I've really been blessed these past few years to always have great practice partners, whether it's Ty Linson-Bigler, Ethan Bergen, Briar Priest. I've always been in the position to get a lot better in the practice room.
Final question. Who's better dressed, Austin Shaw or Jeff Shaw?
Is that even a question? Jeff Shaw, all day. All day.
Hey, I have a question. We're going to go back to wrestling. Back to the Cannon Mac match. You looked like you were struggling a little bit out there. You lost a tight one to Benny. Didn't perform the way we thought Root Beer Lieben should, and I know you think how you should perform at Powerade. You come out here, you win your second county title against a formidable opponent. Is that going to make the turn for Root Beer Lieben heading into the second half of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think that definitely will get the motor rolling a little bit better. I didn't let that Cannon Mac match get to my head too much because, as you said, you know, I probably didn't look myself. I didn't feel the best. Things were off that night. I looked past it, you know. You can't dwell on your losses. You've got to get the next best thing.
I love the response. You're an awesome young man.
And we do have who you said is the best dressed Shaw member in the family. There he is.
Yes, I agree. And if you say Austin, I think you have slight problems.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. Big hugs over there with his Hempfield coaches. Congratulations to those Spartan coaches. 4 for 4. We're going to take a quick break, but we will return with that Rob Waller's All-American post-match show coming up next.
Do a rundown of the loss.
What keeps me coming back to Comrades is I know I'm in a good haircut every time I go there. And I know the people are going to be cool there, the vibe's going to be cool, and it's just going to be an overall good experience.
Consistency in haircuts, great atmosphere, everybody's friendly. It's like cheers, everybody knows your name, and it's always a good time.
I always walk in and I'm like, I wonder what the vibe's going to be today. And I'm never disappointed.
The Quest School of Wrestling is celebrating its 18th year of operation. Come meet Coach Jim Akerly and assistant Mason Beckman and see why Quest easily becomes family for your wrestler. The Quest School of Wrestling offers group coaching, open workouts, and private instruction to wrestlers at all levels, from elementary through high school. Call 412-352-3727 or QuestSchoolofWrestling.com. The Quest School of Wrestling, with facilities open all year round in Washington, PA.
At D'Annunzio's, our menu is extensive with an abundance of selections. The next best thing to being at one of our 3 locations is having our frozen food and jarred sauce in your own home. For our frozen food selections, we have wedding soup, pasta vajol, lasagna, stuffed cheese rigatoni, ricotta cavatelli, and potato gnocchi. Our jarred sauces include the original, smooth, marinara, and tomato cream. These products can all be found at our restaurants or your local grocer.
Back here on the post-match show brought to you by Rob Waller's All-American Wrestling Club. And joining us now is the head coach of the Latrobe Wildcats. I like to call them the Matt Cats, and the team champion. Congratulations to you, Coach. Back-to-back titles. How's it feel?
Well, it feels great, especially after the week we've just endured. That was a welcome relief, a lot of positive things. I thought we wrestled sound all weekend, and actually if you drew it up and said, what's your maximum potential with guys, we might have almost reached that with 9 medals, 6 in the finals, 3 champs. I mean, you start looking at that, we, with no 7-pounder and 2 young guys at 72 and 89, we probably did hit as far up as we could. So luckily that was enough.
You're missing one of your best studs in Nate Roth. Imagine if you have him. I think that gap going into the finals is a little wider.
Yeah, but you know what? I always say you peak at the right time. It's not time for him yet. Good things come to those who wait. I got to do what's right for him, not me. And what's right for him is to give him his best chance to make his run one time. We felt we had enough firepower to do this if we wrestled hard, and we were right. But there's a lot of good teams there. I thought Franklin Regional did a great job. I thought Hempfield did a great job. The score never changed all weekend. Right. Penn Trafford was sneaking up. So I thought this was one of the best county tournaments in a long time, to be honest. Action-packed wise.
Speaking of one of the best county tournaments, one of the best finals in the matches and heavyweight bout. What was it like to sit in the corner on that one? We saw you running for your life.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to catch those guys.
You could at least stop.
I'm not afraid, but I'm not dumb. That's like a locomotive coming at you. I just found it interesting. I've been here a long time. I wrestled in these finals twice. I've coached for Mount Pleasant and Latrobe. I've rarely seen a heavyweight match bring the crowd to their feet because they were wrestling. Mm-hmm. And those two guys were just like trading punches back and forth, and we won the ultimate ride out because we scored first. Is really what that probably comes down to.
Yeah. Coach, I don't mean to kick you out of here, but you can come back over and get the picture with your team. Is that you guys?
Okay, we'll do.
Yep, go head over there. We'll come back with you. Gee, you want to go ahead and give a quick recap on tonight's finals, please?
Yeah, sure. I could go through as quick as I can. And, action started at 139, but I'm just going to start at 107 and go through.
Baby.
So Cam Baker out of Burrell was victorious 9-2 over Dylan Barrett, both freshmen. Barrett out of Penn Trafford wrestled hard. 114 here. We have Luke Willishell was victorious 3-0, and almost like reminiscent of what happened last year. Battle back and forth right at the end, catching Tyler Capusta on his back there. This time, was unable to pick up the fall, but still victorious. 121, we had Leo Joseph, the returning champion, falling to Suleiman Ba by the score of 10-1, in which we come to find out that was Ba's first high school tournament win in his high school career.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Again, unbelievable. But then, last year we know he lost to Vinny Kilkeary in the semifinals, so moving up to 127, Vinny Kilkeary, the returning champion, 3-time champion and 2-time state champion out of Greater Latrobe, was victorious by fall over Hayden Coy out of Penn Trafford, 133 pounds, which was the marquee matchup. Returning state runner-up, Ethan Lieben, was victorious 3-0 over Cooper Hornack. Thanks, Bars. Over Cooper Hornack. Moving up to 139, Eli Carr was victorious 4-0 over Nathan Stone. From Franklin Regional. 145, we had Lucas Capusta, victorious 5-1 over Jamison Poclembo out of Mount Pleasant. And we have Coach Mears back here.
Coach Mears is back. Coach, talk a little bit. Obviously it was a challenging week for not just your family at home, but it's obviously the family goes into the wrestling room over there. Talk about the support and all the outreach.
Well, and look, the wrestling boosters are amazing. They're sending food every other day, and I like food.
I might come over too.
Come on over. But I think the message they're sending is they don't trust my cooking. A shout out to my wife.
Yeah,
I love her dearly. Been together 35 years of our life. She just won her biggest wrestling match.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the real wrestling match this week inside the picture. Mm-hmm. These guys, I got a little emotional. They just presented the trophy to me and Brock and said this was for Mrs. Mears. Yeah, that's just how tight we are, and it humbles you. But at the same time, I realize the camaraderie you have and built, and when you work with a group of kids, those are special memories you'll have forever.
Coach, moving forward, you're getting into part 2 of your season, the second half. What's the story moving forward?
Well, I think we're going to take a little break here soon, a couple of days off the mats. Coming out of Pirate and then Hempfield, then Counties, and Connellsville Wednesday's next. Yeah, that's what we'll focus on Wednesday. And we'll brief a look, because we're not going to Virginia now next weekend, we don't have anything except the Gateway Senior Night, January 25th, till the playoffs. So accidentally, we have a nice 3-week window to finally get everyone healthy, do a little cross-training, some swimming, some lifting, fix mistakes, drill some, because once the season started so early in December this year, with moving up a week, you don't have time to, you got to get in shape. You don't even have time to teach much before things. You got to go. So we weathered this, and now we can actually get out some film. Let's fix some mistakes. Let's work on things. So we're actually looking forward to getting healthy.
Yeah,
Nate's,
for sure.
Nate's chirping. He's like a dog on a leash. He
Yep.
wants to snap off that leash. So I think it'll be exciting the second
Well,
half.
we're excited to watch him get back out there because
Oh,
he is
Jesus.
electric.
Yes, he is.
And I know before you said that you're really keeping Nate's health in mind here because it's not so much for you but for the health of him. But can you give any type of timeline on when maybe his big debut is going to be when he's on the mat? Because we thought that he was going to go against Hempfield because I was like, wait. I was like, look, he's out there warming up. I was like, he's out.
Yeah.
He was like, no, he's not. I was like, he's right there.
Soon.
Soon.
It's going to be a surprise, and we just got more good news from the Matt Cats that Vinny is now the outstanding wrestler of the tournament. So a little exclamation point on the tournament, his performance, and he's earned it throughout his
Well, I was
career.
going to say, I think that's more of a career accomplishment these coaches have seen. Three-time champion. He just wrestles so hard from start to finish. Honestly, I mean, you might have better supposedly technical wrestlers, whatever you want to say. I've never coached a wrestler with that nasty instinct.
Tenacity.
And can do it for 6 straight minutes.
Yeah.
That's what separates him, I think, a little bit from other people, and that's why he's going to Ohio State.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Division I guy, but it's just his tenacity. He's never satisfied.
Yeah.
He was getting angry at the bloodstock, not at the opponent. He's getting angry at the situation. He couldn't get it going because it kept pausing. But I think the coaches know him. He's such a personable young guy. These coaches know Vinny. To win this county tournament, honestly, 3 straight years in a row, and then pin everyone his way through it, that's probably a culmination vote, really, at the end of the
And
day.
people might be asking, why isn't Vinny a 4-time champ? Well, what people don't know is Vinny was a freshman state champ, but what they don't know, he never won a tournament.
Right.
He
That
lost
was
to
the only
Briar
tournament
Priest
he ever won
in the finals.
That year
And he
was the
lost
state
pretty
tournament.
big. Briar beat the crap out of him. I think it was like
Yeah.
11-1. He lost the section, lost the whips, and he goes on and wins the state
Well, we
title.
use that to tell our kids all the time. Just because you lose somebody once doesn't mean you have to lose to him every single time you ever
Right.
wrestle.
Yep.
That comes up quite often.
For sure. I mean, we saw a lot of redemption this weekend.
Yeah, Bronson beat a kid for 5th to beat him the first night. I mean, that's what they need to learn to do because, just like I said, if somebody beats you once, that doesn't mean they're going to beat you the next 16 times.
Good deal. That's head coach Mark Mears.
Yeah,
Coach,
thank
go
you.
home
Hey,
with
Coach,
your wife,
congratulations.
celebrate, give her a hug and a kiss from us, and I know you got lots of food waiting for you at home.
I'm sure. Thank you.
We'll see you soon, I'm sure, Matt side coach. Thank you so much. That's head coach Mark Mears of the Matt Cats taking home County Gold and an Outstanding Wrestler Award that the team is already dedicated to Mama Mears. So exciting stuff. G, go ahead and pick up where you left off.
Yeah,
there,
so
Bubba.
going back to 152, Charlie Message out of Hempfield was victorious 7-3 over Logan Bechtel out of Kiski area, going up to 160 pounds. We have Gavin Beck, and he was victorious 7-1 back out of Franklin Regional over Wyatt Schmucker out of Greater Latrobe, 172 pounds. In the finals, we had Isaac Lazinski out of Burl dropping a hard-fought decision to Tasso Whipple out of Penn Trafford, 8-7, 189 pounds. We had Giuliano Marion, the returning state champ from last year. He was victorious over Cooper Roskowski, 5-0, moving up to 215. Corey Borio was the runner-up last year, but he finally got his championship with a 4-2 victory over Penn Trafford's Owen Ott, and then moving up to heavyweight, and that's a match that I'm sure everyone's going to be talking about this evening. Wyatt Held was victorious 3-2 in ultimate overtime over Joe Enoch, the Mullet King.
Joining us,
Trafford.
Thank you for that, G. Didn't mean to cut you off. Joining us now is our 3-time county champ, 2-time state champ, headed to Ohio State, now named the outstanding wrestler. That's Vinny Kilkeary. Vinny, you have so many questions to ask you. I guess I'll get started. It's been an emotional week for the Matt Cats. You didn't get to compete in Powerade, which I know you were hungry for, but you had to look out for the arm. Mrs. Mears has her heart incident. You wrestle a very tough Hempfield duel, come out on top. Come into these county finals, you win your 3rd title, your team. Wyatt, the Wild Man Held, wins one of the craziest matches I've ever seen in my entire life. You win OW. How do you surmise all that together?
Yeah, I think the only way you can put it is it shows how close Latrobe wrestling is. Like when I get a call from my coach Sunday night and he tells me that news that his wife's in the hospital in pretty bad shape, you got to make some big choices. And being as close as we are, we knew we weren't going to have Coach Mears that week, all week, and he told us that. And it's almost like it's almost like we got closer. It's almost like we grew as a wrestling team right there. As soon as we came in, had the talk, we grew. And I think we've carried that through the whole week, and you've seen it. You've seen it when we wrestled Hempfield. We came together without one of our best guys. We came without him, and we brought the thunder. And I think that's just a testament to how close Latrobe Wrestling is and how much we love each other.
Talk about the handing off of the team trophy to Coach Mears over there and the talk you guys had. What happened?
Yeah, that's just it's almost emotional to be honest
It is,
with you.
and you can cry because I did.
And I told him some stuff, and we talked, and a big hug, and that man means a lot to me. And to see him hurt like that meant so much more. And it's more than wrestling, like when that stuff happens. And even right now, when I handed him that trophy, the last thing I was thinking about was I just won a county title. No, I was thinking about his wife was in my mind and the Mears family, and that's what this is for. That's what this meant this weekend.
It's good stuff.
Vinny, talk a little bit about, and I was thinking tonight just watching your match, like, man, like it just felt like you were wrestling angry tonight, not like angry, but
out of control.
Like not angry at Coy, but just like mad, like just vicious. Like you wanted to end the match.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
It's true. Yeah. So we, sorry. So
that's okay.
I just always go out with a chip on my shoulder, and I've had a lot built up. I mean, I was off for a month and a half. Didn't get to compete at Powerade.
Like a penned up pit.
So that's all. So I came in the room a ball of fire, and then just all that happened, I wanted to put an exclamation point on the weekend and put a smile on Coach Mears' face, and that was the goal I had this week. Go out there. For me, I've done it, and I appreciate everything, but it was more than that for me this week. So that was the main goal. That's why I went out there with that chip on my shoulder. It was for my team and for that family.
Awesome. I couldn't have said it any better. That's Vinny Kilkeary, now a 3-time county champ. Appreciate you very much. There's the man right there, your OW, headed on to be a Buckeye. Big things to come from him. Wow, that was pretty emotional, and I don't know how we better that, but we will. What do we have coming up this week? I know we have some duels coming up on Wednesday. You'll have to keep an eye on our website. I'm not sure where we'll be this week. Franklin PT for sure this Wednesday. I'm not sure if we'll be at Latrobe Connellsville or not, but keep an eye on our website. We got to send out some thanks first. Lorenzo Coda, our cameraman up top. Luke hanging out with us today, running the camera here on mat number 2. Thank you so much. Marky K, where's Marky K at? He disappeared somewhere. He was awesome, G. You're freaking awesome, dude. It was an honor to be Matt's side here calling these finals. That was one of the best finals I've ever called. I mean, there were some absolutely lightning and electric matches going on out there. And I'm tired. I'm tired. And to all of you out there, thank you so much to all of our sponsors, the County Coaches Association, Jason Delp, all of the administration and coaches here at Greensburg Stadium. The county coaches were absolutely awesome. The kids, I mean, we love doing this. And how do you not love doing that right there, George? I mean, it's kind of hard not to love it. I'm sure I may be missing some people, but as I said earlier, I like to get a little bit emotional after these things, so I think I'm going to sign us off, if that's all right with you. For Dan Flicking, our producer, for Marky K, for Luke here helping out, for George Carter, for Lorenzo Coda, I am Smitty. Until Wednesday, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye-bye. Nice job, everybody. Good work, good work.
That's what I figured. That's why I was wondering where.